Well, our soup is ready. It just stopped, and now it's actually been warming. It automatically converts to warm at 6 minutes. So I'm gonna hit stop now, and I'm going to hit the release, which is the pressure release. And what's amazing about this is even though the pressure is releasing, there's no worries about it exploding or the lid coming off or anything like that. You can't even take the lid off until it's completely depressurized. So I know that some people have been like nervous about using a pressure cooker for that reason. No worries with ours, completely safe. So I love that about it as well. And like I said, I do so many different things in here. You can make rice in like 4 minutes. You can do quinoa. I love doing that. I love doing chili in here. There's like a bunch of different things you can do. And I love that you just throw it in and you literally set it and forget it. Yes, yes. All right. So we're going to put the rest of this broth in next, the whole other carton of broth. And then we're going to chomp up that chicken. I'm going to grab a bowl really quick. And I love using our stainless bowls. They come in a set of 3. I always like to use this little one with our mesh colander. And I love it because it has measure markings in here. I have this bowl for years, and because it's brushed stainless, it actually looks nice even though you've used it thousands of times. Pour spout, measure markings inside, like I said. Also silicone on there so it doesn't move around when you're mixing on it. All of them have lids as well, but my favorite part about this is the thumb hole. So you can stick it in there, and then it's one-handed. You can do something else with this hand, you know, get mad at your kids, whatever, you know. All right, so there we go. So we're gonna bump the chicken in there, and then I'm going to use my knife again and cut this lemon right in half. We're gonna juice some of this lemon, and I'm gonna put this in our citrus press, and that happens right at the end. We're gonna put this flat down like that, okay? And just to show you, here is that onion that I used earlier, and I just put a little label on that as well. So we have the lid for that. We're gonna dump a little bit of rosemary too. So I think it's completely depressurized now. So I'm gonna open it. Oh, see, I can't even open it. Okay, there we go. So then we're gonna take that up. And then the other thing is all of this, you know, all of this condensation, it does not get anywhere because you can hold it right there on, you can hold it right on the side, on left or right. So there's one piece of chicken, and then we're gonna grab another one here, and I'm just gonna chomp up this chicken. So this is what it looks like. Our chicken noodle soup. I think there might be another one. Yep, here we go. So we got all of these guys, and I'm just gonna kind of move this around a little bit, okay? Moving it around, looking good, yes, yes. And then we're gonna dump the rest of this in, a whole another 4 cups of this broth. You can use any kind you like. You can use vegetable broth, or you can do low sodium. That's what I'm using. And then, so then we're gonna chomp up the chicken with our salad chopper. I love to call this the chicken chopper because it looks like you should use like this. Always turn it, open up that lock, and then see how it kind of grooves like that. So you put your hand and your thumb right in there, and then we're just gonna chomp up this chicken. I'm gonna get one of these bigger pieces really quick just to show you another product. This is our instant read thermometer. So you fold it in like that for storage, and then it has a magnet on it. You can stick it on your fridge or whatever, and then it has a bottle opener too, but it tells you what the measure markings should be. Tells you what the internal temperature should be. So you just turn it on, and we know with chicken, you're gonna stick it in right in the middle, and it should be 165, and look at that. 190, 191, yes, yes, okay? And we have a little bit of grossness right here in my mind. I don't know about you all, but I'm just gonna kind of take that off a little bit. Yeah, okay? So we're gonna trim that off, and then I'm gonna put this back in, and then we're going to go ahead and chomp up this chicken, and then we're gonna throw it back in the pot, and it says to hit sear. So if I hit sear, wait, where am I? Then you can actually cook it through just a little bit longer. Do I normally do that? Probably not. Do I need to cook it up a little bit more? Probably not. But there we go. We're gonna go ahead and just chop up all this chicken a little bit more, and you can use this for bacon. You can use it for tomatoes or anything like onion, things like that. Some people use it to make salsa, but like I said, I love using it the best for chicken. I'll get like a big head of romaine, and then I just chomp it all up for salad, things like that. So I think we're good to go on this. So I'm gonna dump it back in, yes, yes. So we're gonna dump all that chicken in there, and then we're going to put a little bit of this rosemary herb. This is actually our founder's favorite seasoning. It's been in our line forever. All of our seasonings are amazing. I'm gonna do about 2 tablespoons. That's what the cap holds. And lots of them don't have sugar or salt, which is great. Ask us about that. But all of them are gluten-free, so I love that too. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it by squeezing that lemon right over the top like that. We're gonna pour all of that in, and look at this lemon half, y'all. Do you see all that juice come out? And look at this. If I flip this guy out, it's completely inverted, and it holds the seeds, but I think one of them just fell in there, I'm not sure. So there we go. And then lastly, I'm gonna serve it on with our amazing, beautiful new stoneware dishes. And I'm using my scoop and serve. So we're just gonna mix this around. I think it's ready to go. So doesn't that look like amazing and great? And I'm gonna actually use this as a meal prep so that whatever's left over, I'm gonna put it in our two cup prep bowls with the lid. So I have lunch for the rest of the week. That's it. Thanks so much for watching.